In this video, we'll be solving inequality question using the sign table. Now, as you can see, this is an IJMBE question written in 2009. So, if you want to solve inequality question in A level, the only acceptable method is using the sign table, which I will show you now. Now, we have a question. Find the values of x for which x plus 3 over 1 minus x, 2 minus x is less than or equals to 0. So, if you have a question like this, x plus 3 over 1 minus x into 2 minus x less than 0. The first thing you do is you equate each of these expression equals to 0. That is, you say x plus 3 equals to 0, then x will be minus 3. 1 minus x equals to 0, therefore x is equals to 1. Then 2 minus x equals to 0, x equals to 2. After that, the next thing you do is you rearrange from the smallest to the biggest. That is, you rearrange the values of x from the smallest to the biggest. Now, the smallest number here is minus 3, followed by 1, then followed by 2. After that, what you do next is you write the inequality values. Now, to start with, you start with your x will always be less than minus 3. Don't forget, x is always less than the smallest number, comma, then the number ending, your minus 3, will now be less than x, less than the following number, 1. Then after that, the last number, which is 1, will be less than x, less than 2. Now, after exhausting the numbers, x will now be greater than the highest number. X will be greater than the highest number. So I will recap. X will always be less than the smallest number. Then we now write the number less than x, less than the following number, that is 1. Then 1 less than x, less than the following number, which is 2. After exhausting the whole number, x will be greater than 2. Now, after doing this, we will now do the sign table. We roll a table. So here we have x less than minus 3, then minus 3 less than x, less than 1, 1 less than x, less than 2, and x greater than 2. Now, at this side, we have x plus 3. So you write x plus 3, followed by 1 minus x. So you write 1 minus x, followed by 2 minus x, 2 minus x. Then we have the equation altogether, which is x plus 3 over 1 minus x, 2 minus x. So now the next thing you do is you check. We have x is less than minus 3. So you choose any number that is less than minus 3. So I will choose minus 4. You can just write it on top like that, minus 4. Then another one, we have minus 3 is less than x, less than 1. So you choose a number that is greater than minus 3 but less than 1. I can choose minus 1. Minus 1 is greater than minus 3 but less than 1. Also, another number that is, we have the next one is 1 less than x, less than 2. It means you get a number that is greater than 1 but less than 2, and that is 1.5. Then the last one, x greater than 2, a number greater than 2, 3. So now it is these values that you now use to represent x for each column, for each box. So the first one is x plus 3. That is, now our x in this case is now minus 4. So minus 4 plus 3 will give you a negative answer, which is minus 1. So you write negative. The next one, x plus 3 when x is minus 1. That is minus 1 plus 3. You have a positive answer. You write positive. The next one, x plus 3 when x is 1.5. 1.5 plus 3 will give you a positive answer. So you write positive. X plus 3 when x is 3 will give you a positive answer. You write positive. Then the next rule, minus 1 minus x when x is minus 4 will give you a positive answer. Positive. 1 minus x when x is equals to minus 1 will give you a positive answer. That is positive. Then 1 minus x when x is 1.5 will give you a negative answer. That is, you write negative. Then 1 minus x when x is equals to 3 will give you a negative answer. That is negative. Then 2 minus x when x is minus 4 will give you a positive answer. You write positive. 2 minus x when x is minus 1 will give you a positive answer. That is positive. 2 minus x when x is 1.5 will also give you a positive answer. Then you write positive. The last one, 2 minus x when x is 3 will give you a negative answer, and that is minus. Then to get the total expression, you multiply. Minus times plus is minus, times plus is minus. So you write minus. Then the next one, plus times plus times plus, plus. The next one, plus times minus times plus. Plus times minus is minus. Minus times plus is also minus. Then the last one, plus times minus is minus. Then minus times minus is plus. Now, to know the final values of x, you now come down to your question. You can see the question says find the values of x for which x plus 3 over 1 minus x, 2 minus x is less than or equals to 0. Now, if your inequality here is less than, either less than or it is less than or equals to, your final answer will be the headings that has negative, which is this and this. It means if you want to write your final answer, you will say that the values of x are x less than minus 3 or x or 1 less than x less than 2.
This is Valdymas College of Advanced and Preliminary Studies. We do excellent A-level programs for guaranteed admission into 200 level. We are in the success business and we transform minds.